Hi everyone, welcome back. Experiment day number 2 with the unicorn spit. Now, yesterday we mixed the unicorn spit with alcohol and then mixed it into the resin. Today I want to just mix it with the resin. Apparently that's an option, so we're going to try it. I want to cover all aspects of this product so that you guys know exactly what you can and can't do with this. Now, I am not going to use all the colors today because that green just tends to, oh, I don't know. But I am going to use this little small tray. I don't know. I'll see. We'll see what we come up with here. Shaking them, get that glitter going in there. I gotta get some ball bearings. And then I'm gonna just, like I said, mix them in with the resin and see what happens. Because from what I seen on a video, you have to really mix a lot when you put this in the resin, and you know what mixing a lot tends to do with resin. It tends to cause bubbles and stuff. So we'll give her a shot, see what happens, right? What's the worst that could happen? I have to run it through my vacuum chamber. But for those that don't have a vacuum chamber, I don't want you to have to mess with that. So, the colors I think I'm going to use are obviously the purple. So let's try that one first. Let me get these in frame and we'll see what we got. So that's 5 drops. Grab a stick. Has resin on it so that way it doesn't throw so many bubbles. Okay, so looking at it from here, it's staying suspended, it's not dropping. And you can see that it is doing the stringy thing, but let's see what happens when we mix it some more, because we want all of that gel to completely break down. We don't want that stringy stuff in there. Now I'm using Let's Resin. I don't know about other resins. I can't speak for them. Now I do notice there's some gritty pieces there. I don't know if that'll break down or not, like it does with alcohol. Okay, I want this a little darker. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. Seems to be okay. I still am concerned about those dark chunks, or not chunks, but whatever they are in there. Okay, I'm going to let this sit while I mix the other colors and see what happens when you let it sit for a few. Grab another stick here. I have so many sticks that have resin on them. All right, next we're going to go with So I'm going to let that sit. Now we're going to go back to the purple and look to see the bubbles have rose to the surface. No chunks. Still quite a few bubbles in there. Hopefully when I put it on this tray, it'll dissipate some of those bubbles. Okay. What we're going to do, I don't have a clue. I think I'm just going to, like I did on that coaster. So just let it go. Pink is so pretty. Okay. I'm going to use my gold as a separator. See if that helps. See that green, it kind of turns it almost a teal like color versus the green. Don't see any chunks yet, guys. Although I do see one right there. To fish that out. Get my little micro thing here. Oh, I guess it's not. It's just the color. Okay, cool. So this will be kind of cool to see how this ends up. I think that's just the color dispersing and bubbles popping. What the heck? I'm just trying to fill my tray up. It's pretty close. Oh, man. All right, now I do see a lot of bubbles on top. I don't know if I want to use my heat gun or alcohol. I don't know what alcohol is going to do. Let me try my heat gun. All right, I think I've got them all. You know what this reminds me of? You know those glass things that have sand in them? And you flip them over and then the sand runs, and then you flip them back the other way and the sand runs? That's what this reminds me of. Might as well play with it, right? See what kind of effects we can get. Don't know if it'll stay like that, but we can try it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know if I can squeeze any more in here or not. I think it's pretty full. All right, guys, we're going to let this cure. I'll be back when it's done. We'll see what it looks like. I'm sure that's not going to be what it looks like, but we'll see. Excuse me. It's pretty cool looking. All right, guys, we'll see you when this is cured. All right, goodbye. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Well, this is cured, and I had extra for this, and so there's nothing I can do with those because I filled those up, but there is something I'd like to try with this. I put it all the way around the edge, and then I thought I would use this tattoo. We'll put the tattoo on like right there, and then since this is cured now, we should be able to put polyurethane on top of it without any issues. So we're going to try it. But perfect. Push these edges down. Someone told me I didn't need to use a brush, I could just use a paper towel. I thought it would lift it. But I'm not a tattoo novice. I'm getting better at them though. I like this one because it's a sunflower. And that's our state flower. big old bubble right there. Gosh, you guys, I was talking to Brooke tonight on the phone. We were on the phone for 2 hours. She was telling me about how good of a day she had. Everything went really well. And she got all of her surgeries done. She's a veterinarian, for all you new people on my channel. And she got all of her surgeries done, was having a good day, and then all of a sudden at 4:30, one of her regular clients comes in, and she's a breeder. She breeds dogs, and so she's a really good client of theirs. Well, anyway, she comes running in the clinic and starts screaming, "I think my dog's dead, I think my dog's dead." So Brooke rushes out of the room that she's in, runs in, because the receptionist had put her into a room, and she ran out of there and ran into that room, and sure enough, the dog was deceased. And when Brooke asked her what happened, well, this dog was at their groomers. Are you guys ready for this? She was at their groomers, and I guess was working on the dog's feet, and the dog, I don't know what happened, but the dog bit him, it's a him, bit him, and he picked up that dog and threw it across the room. And whatever it hit, it punctured its head and cracked its skull. What in the heck? I would be so angry. So angry about that. And then she was telling me that she had to go, because in Kansas, if a dog bites a human being, they have to be checked for rabies shots. And if they don't have their rabies shots and the dog dies, then the dog has to be sent to Kansas State University, which is in Manhattan, and they have to inspect the dog's brain to see if they have rabies. And so, oh my God, I would be so mad, so mad. As if there's not enough sparkle in this stuff to begin with, huh? We're really going to make it look like unicorn spit. Like a unicorn literally threw up on this thing. Okay. Don't know if this is going to work. Just another experiment. That we're going to try. All right, so this tray is probably going to need quite a bit. Yes. It's a little too much. There we go. Okay guys, cross your fingers that this works over top of this cured uniform spit. Gosh, everything's sticking to me. One second. Just a second and I'll get in frame, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Well, while that's curing, I guess we could get this other thing out of the mold. I was thinking I probably should have put something on the back of it, like a black or white or something. there. I mean, I could still put a back coat on it if we think so. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Well, let's see what it'll look like with a dark background. I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys to make the decision. And here's white. White sure makes it pop. And let's see. Purple? Purple looks good too. I don't know, you guys tell me. You tell me what color. I'll leave it in the comments and then I'll put a back on it and then I'll show it to y'all in the next video. But that's what it looks like. Green doesn't even look that bad. And then this one still has space in there, so I'm going to put something in there and call that one out too. Tell me what you want to see on the back of that one too. But that is so cool. So very cool. So what do you guys think about all these experiments with this unicorn spit? I'm seeing a lot of comments saying that a lot of you guys are already familiar with it. There was one comment about why I added alcohol to in last night's video, and that was exclusively to show you an option so that you don't have to do so much mixing. You know, because like when you use the Let's Resin neon powders, and that is these. When you use these powders in resin, they don't ever break down. You literally stir and stir and stir and stir and stir, and they just never break down. So mixing these with alcohol helps that powder break down, and then you don't have to do all that. And the same thing with the glow in the darks. They're literally the same way. And if you can't get it to break down in your resin, you're going to be stirring and stirring and stirring, incorporating bubbles, incorporating bubbles, incorporating bubbles. And just to let you know, I poured the leftovers, some of the leftovers inside this sphere, and look at all the bubbles. I didn't do anything with it. I just poured it in here. And look at all the bubbles that are in there. I didn't spray alcohol on it. I didn't do nothing. I just left it. And the bubbles are crazy. So that was the whole purpose of the alcohol, was to show you that another way to incorporate the unicorn spit into resin so that it breaks down that product, so you don't have to stir it so much, because it is a gel. It's a gel stain. And so that was the only purpose of that. And then today, when I did it in the resin, just cold turkey, I still have bubbles, you know, in there. That, and this thing here, oh my God, I used my torch on it over and over and over and over and over again, because the bubbles just kept coming up and coming up and coming up and coming up. So if you want to avoid bubbles, yes, it mixes fine in resin. There's no issues with that whatsoever. It's just that you have to mix it so much to get that to mix in there that you're just going to incorporate bubbles back into your resin. And so it's an awesome product, and it does some pretty cool stuff. But I don't know about you, but I like to live without the bubbles. And so that was the only reason for that. So that was to answer Teresa, and there was someone else that chimed in on that, and it was on Helen's post, and then they commented under Helen's post. So that was it. I actually answered that post with the same information, but I just want to reiterate in case everyone else doesn't read the comments. I wanted to make sure everybody understood that. And there was a comment about a lot of you have had this product for a couple of years and that you have them all. There is actually 14 vibrant colors now. There are 7 sparkling colors because the white is the newest, and they also now have 6 metallic colors. So it used to be just 21 colors in total, but now there's 24, 25 plus 6, that's 31. There's 31 total colors now from Unicorn Spit. And, you know, 2 years ago, that's when they first came out, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure this line's been out for a while, but they've got new products and all kinds of stuff now. So just to let you know, there are more colors available in both the vibrant colors, and they have a new metallic line. So something else. What other comments did I get? I'm trying to think. Just wanted to make sure I got everybody's questions answered. All right, this is still pretty hot, but it looks pretty cool from the back. All right, I'm going to put you on pause and let this cool off a bit, and then I will be right back. Okay, are we ready to get this out of here? It's still a little warm, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Ooh, it worked. Oh my God, the glitter stayed on there. I'm so happy. Happy, 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 happy. That is so cool. Look at that. So colorful. I'll have to trim that edge. Very colorful. Now I just need to put a clear coat on top of that, because that the tattoo is bare, and so I'll need to cover that up. But that is so cool. And the glitter stayed. I mean, you can kind of see where I poured, but I tried to get that. But that's really cool. I like it. All right, guys, that's my experiment. I will get a clear coat on this. I will wait for your decision on this. I'm going to leave it up to you, because I always seem to make the wrong decision, and then you guys are always going, I'm screaming at the screen to tell you this. So now you get to tell me what to back this in and this one, and then I'll pour all of it at the same time, and then I'll show it to you, or I'll get them poured, and then I will put pictures at the end of the video. All right, guys. All right, this is my third and last experiment with the unicorn spit. I'm going to move on to something else because I don't want to bore you guys to death with using this. I think I've tried it in everything I can possibly try it in, and now it's your guys' turn to play with it when you get it. And I'm going to move on because I had some clear resin left over after a pour, and I have a turtle and a frog sitting over here waiting on me to get to work on them. So that's what's coming up next, and I need to try my technique on those again with something to make those look pretty cool. I need to get them done because I didn't have anything else to pour that clear resin into, so that's what I did. So we'll do that next, I think, and unless I can come up with something else before then. And so yeah, all right guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, everyone. Sweet dreams.